guys, welcome back to the channel. It is kellyneshell. In today's video we will be discussing things we should stop apologizing for. Now I know it's in our nature as humans to always want to apologize, to appease a situation, but I realize that we've gotten into the habit of apologizing for things that we don't have any business apologizing for. Now here is the first thing that I do believe we should stop apologizing for. First thing we should stop apologizing for is our success. Yes, our success. We have worked so hard for our accomplishment, but a lot of us tend to want to dim our light or not show up our success because we don't want it to come across as us being bashful or just to appease somebody, to let somebody else feel good about themselves. People will want you to feel bad about your success, but understand this: you have worked so hard for it. You have put in the time, the sweat, the blood, the hours to accomplish whatever you've accomplished. And yes, it may seem like I don't want somebody to feel bad about themselves or not accomplishing what I have done, but look at it this way: they have not put in as much work as you have put in, because if they had put in as much work that you have put in, then they would have had the same accomplishment. So don't dial down yourself to appease somebody or for somebody to not feel bad for themselves or not feel bad about themselves. Celebrate your success. Know that you've worked hard for it, and you should never be ashamed or apologize for it. You've worked hard for your success, and you should never ever apologize or feel that you have to dial it down, because as I said, so that your counterpart or someone else don't feel bad about themselves or for not accomplishing what they should have accomplished. Stop apologizing for your success and embrace it. You deserve it. You've worked way too hard for it. No matter what it is, it may be a great accomplishment or something minute. Celebrate it and stop apologizing. Next thing you should stop apologizing for is spending your money. Yes, spending your money. You should stop apologizing for spending your money however you choose to spend that money. You have worked hard for that money. And as long as you have covered all your bills are paid, all your expenses are taken care of, spend that money however you want. Some people will tell you, oh, don't spend your money on so and so, you should be investing it. No, they want to guilt you or want you to feel bad for spending your money. But when you reward yourself by buying whatever you want to buy, that is you celebrating your financial freedom. Understand this: your financial freedom and somebody else's financial freedom is not the same thing. So if you choose not to invest, that's your business. You understand? But a lot of people want to tell you, oh, do not spend your money doing this, don't buy this bag, don't buy, oh, it's too much. No, because they're financially, they are not where you are at financially, so they see it as you wasting it. But in actuality, what it is you celebrating your financial freedom. The person telling you not to buy whatever you want, they're not in the same position as you are. And as I said, as long as you are able to cover your bills, spend your money however you please on you, because the thing is, you are the one that works for it. If you feel like celebrating your financial freedom in that aspect, that is totally up to you, and you should never be bashed, or you should never ever apologize for it. The next thing we should stop apologizing for is saying no. Saying no. It is our right to say no to anything that does not align with you, to anything that makes you feel inferior, to anything that causes you discomfort. Say no to it and stop apologizing and stand by your no. Yes, saying no will make you feel bad at first, and you've got to come to the realization that saying no is actually good for me, because if I constantly say yes, when am I gonna have time for me? When am I going to have time to do what I actually want to do? So saying no is something that we should stop apologizing for. Even if you've said yes, like if somebody invited you somewhere or asked you to do something and you said yes initially, but after turning it over in your mind and evaluating your circumstances, you had to come back and say no. Yes, that person might feel offended or feel some type of way, but the thing is, you cannot be thinking about what that person is feeling. As long as that no is for you, then say no. Stop apologizing for saying no, and stop making it seem as though saying no is a bad thing. Sometimes saying yes is more detrimental than saying no. Stop apologizing for not wanting to spend time with people that you have to constantly be encouraging them. You constantly have to be there for them, because it is very draining on you as an individual. It is not good for you mentally, spiritually, and holistically, because that person is constantly pulling from you. So whatever you have within you, your strength, your energy, you're pouring into them, and then a lot of time those individuals are not there to pour back into you. So if you feel like, you know what, I need to step away from you, I can't take your call right now, I cannot deal with your situation, I don't have it in me to have a conversation with you at this time, don't apologize for it. You need to make sure that you're good for yourself and your energy, that you have enough energy in you for you, because sometimes it's not a joke. Sometimes you get on the phone and you get into a conversation with somebody, and all that person is doing is pulling from you, and we might all say we may all want to act like it don't happen, but it happens to the best of us. We are constantly pouring into people, and when you pour from yourself, there's nothing left for you. And if that person, and the worst part about it is you can never call on that person when you need somebody to vent, when you need somebody to pour into your spirit, you cannot call on that person. And if that person only depend on you, call on you when they need to vent or share a situation, or they need your advice, that's a one-way relationship. And don't apologize for not wanting to spend time or to nip it in the bud. The next big thing that we should stop apologizing for is living our lives how we want to live our lives, whether it be school, work, or family. A lot of people tend to want you to live your life how they see fit for you to live it. What we really need to realize is this is your life. You've only got one life that we're sure about. And if you live your life for somebody else, and a lot of parents tend to want their children to live their life a certain way that is aligned with their purpose, because even though we may not want to agree with it, but a lot of parents tend to live their lives vicariously through their children. So they pressure you or they push you into a certain career path, even though that career path is not for you, but it's what your parents or what is expected from your community or immediate community, which consists of your family, your friends, the people that are most important to you. They tend to want you to live your life a certain way that they agree with or think is the right way or the best thing for you. But what I will tell you is live your life how you want to live your life. Now, if you live under your parents' roof, this might be kind of challenging, so you've got to figure that part out. But what I am saying is stop living your life. A lot of us get stuck in jobs that it does not really align with who we are, but because it is what society say, it's what, this is the job, this is where you should be going, or in an education program where, oh, you know what, you're already en route, you did this already, so the next step is to do that. You may be a business major and your next step would be applying for a job in the business field, but in actuality you've done all of that because of steps or things your parents put in place for you, so you follow that pattern or that blueprint that they had for your life. But in actuality, you're a person that loves the arts. Go for the arts, apply for that job in the area of the arts. If you are in marketing and your passion is culinary, going to that. You cannot live your life and then 10 years from now you will be looking back, you'll be regretting it, you'll be wondering, what if I had moved into so and so, what would I be doing? You have to live your life. So stop apologizing for living your life how you feel fit to live your life. You only get one, and it is not fair for somebody to live their life how they wanted to live their life and then want to live your life for you. So they get 2 for 1. 2 lives to live with 1 go around, and you wasted your 1 chance you've got. So live your life and stop apologizing to people for how you choose to live your life. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're not offending anybody, live your life. People may not get your goals, they may not get your aspirations, because it's simply not for them to get. They're not supposed to understand the process. But once you get to the finish, when you're at the finish line, then that's what they're supposed to see. So while you're going through the process of living your life, they may not see where it may align with everything. But as I said, live your life according to your purpose. A lot of us, while we get so confused about how to live our lives, we tend to want to go to everybody for advice. But what I would implore you to do is consult the Holy Spirit. Ask the Holy Spirit, what am I supposed to do? What path am I supposed to live? What is laid out for me? And then you move thereafter. So as I said, stop apologizing for how you choose to live your life. And guys, if you've not subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like, share, comment on this video. The next thing we should stop apologizing for is having an opinion. A lot of us tend to apologize. Excuse me, I have something to say. I'm sorry, but I have something to say. No, stop saying I'm sorry, I have something to say. You need to just say what you have to say and move on, get it over with. Stop apologizing for having an opinion, because you know what they say about opinions, we're all entitled to one. So why do you think that you should apologize for having one? Now, I'm not telling you to go out there and be rude and brutish, you know, but what I'm saying is speak up, speak your truth, and leave it be. Some people will agree, some won't, but at the end of the day, you've shared your opinion, and that's all that matters. The next thing that I think we should all agree to stop apologizing for is past relationships. Some people get into new relationships and it's like they're constantly apologizing to their current spouse or current partner for their past relationships or past things they did in their past relationship. Stop apologizing about that. You lived your life, you're here now, you can't change the past, so there's no need to constantly rehashing it and apologizing for it. We all have a past. We all have a past. Some people past, we just know about it because they talk about it more. But stop apologizing for your past and stop feeling bad about it. We all have one, as I said before. Now that we're at the end of our video, I just want to say thank you for joining me, and I hope your day is as wonderful as you are.